you know what I've got in my head? Na, 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 na. What's that song? See it again? I don't even know.
All I had was na na na. Okay, do it again. You've got to just sing what you know. That's what I was trying to do.
Welcome back to our channel. I am Hodo.
I'm Cotton.
And you are back with another scenario, another crazy Reddit scenario.
Am I the asshole for calling the police on my neighbours?
This was me, I'll be right outside the window.
I've been living next door to this guy since 2011 and he's always been extremely nice and never an issue. He has a girlfriend he's been with for about 3 years and she was very nice as well. However, I never really talk to either of them. We're just friendly on the street and wave when we see each other. They had a baby about 6 to 8 months ago and since then she's been utterly intolerable. I'm being woken up at 5 to 6:30 a.m. by slamming doors. She won't just slam them once, she will open it and slam it about 5 times in a row. Her cussing him out, threatening him, she calls him at work and screams at him. I'm pretty sure I've heard her yelling at the child as well. It's so bad that I've started documenting the abuse, writing down the start and finishing times, usually from 6 a.m. to 11. Sorry, I'm just so shocked at the regimentedness of it.
She's a busybody, this one.
Usually from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and then it repeats the next day. I tried to be patient because I figured it could be depression, but it's just exhausting now. I finally got sick of it and called the police. They came around and spoke to them and they've been quiet ever since. My sister says it was a complete asshole move because chances are she's exhausted and a new baby wouldn't be helping. But I'm honestly just so drained of having to listen to it. I also have my younger siblings in the house who are impressionable and I'm also worried about the boyfriend and the baby. Should she have called the police on her neighbours?
I just think it's really mean. She's just had a baby.
I know.
She's probably not sleeping. She probably thinks he's probably not doing enough. So she's getting angry and triggered. I would like write a note or something.
Or just go up to
Or just go and have a conversation and just be like, I know, I don't know. It depends on how close you are.
It depends on how loud the
Shouting is.
Actually, no.
I would go in. I'll just be like, do you guys need help with the baby? If you've been neighbours for a very long time and the two families interact, I'll be like, I'll give them a helping hand to try and smooth things over. But like,
no, you bloody wouldn't.
If I was close to my neighbours and she had a baby, I would try and support.
Are you crazy?
But then
I've had the same neighbours for about 22 years. No one gets involved in anyone's stuff. And no, but there's like an unwritten rule. We do not call the police on each other. We do not call the police.
That's weird.
We just grin and bear.
Oh no.
The next morning we see each other, it's normal. Hi, how are you?
Or just
so fake towards each other.
I think that's everyone. Like, why are you have to live next to this neighbour
forever?
Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't snitch and call,
I wouldn't
call the police.
And the thing is, looking at this woman's situation as well, what you were saying about her having just had a baby and obviously the dynamics in the household have changed now because of the new infant. No, I would never call the police on
That's
my
just going to
neighbour.
add added trauma to her. Like,
Yeah.
why are you going to do that? That's just more pressure. More. Oh my god, that's such a backhanded move. That's so wrong.
That's very cheeky in my opinion.
And why are you such a busybody about I need to document the abuse?
We had a horrible neighbour once. Oh, Rich, remember the...
Oh yeah.
We had a really horrible neighbour and you know what? Like, she was just so mean. Honestly, my mum used to call her the witch lady.
What did she do?
She would like bang on the walls because apparently we're making too much noise, but we're not making any noise at all. But we think that she was unwell, and obviously she lives alone, doesn't she?
Can I just say though, what is like you can't control people in their homes. I just feel like it's too much now.
The problem was she lived alone, And obviously in our household there's quite a few people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whatever she's hearing is probably amplified by the fact that she lives alone.
Yeah.
And we didn't think that we were making any noise at all. Like one time she was like, oh, because we had like the wooden staircase situation, she was like, I can hear you guys going up the stairs. And then my mum like put carpet on the stairs to appease her, and then afterwards we found out she's absolutely crazy because she was literally complaining about the door, like slamming the door. We'd never slam the door, we'd close the door. Or she'll complain about like my sister playing in the garden.
That's too controlling though. You can't control people in their own home.
Yeah, so then what we called someone to basically sit in my house and then her house. We went about our business to see if there was actually like a noise situation going on. There wasn't.
Oh,
I know.
she's probably going through stuff, bless her.
Yeah, and then she eventually moved out and it was the happiest day ever.
Yeah, but just coming back to like neighbourly fights, also in my area, when there's neighbourly fights, everyone comes out, watches and just goes
Yeah,
back in.
we just like turn the lights off and look through the window to see what's going on. And then it's entertainment for the evening.
Do you know what I mean? And then you just go about your life.
Yeah, you just go about your business
Why are
afterwards.
you calling the police for?
Oh no, we've never called the police on our
Sorry,
neighbours.
I don't dry snitch.
Never. My neighbours are cool peoples.
And I feel like people, like if a person is not safe in their own home to do what they need to do, I'm not saying her shouting or whatever, that's her business. But if she can't do, are you trying to say she can't shout in her own house? She can't shout outside because someone's going to call the police?
So
why are you suppressing her?
This is her space. It's like,
do you know what I mean?
You know what it is though? Apparently there's a law that basically says, you know, like there's like nuisance laws.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if it's within the...
I don't think that's a nuisance though. Like, you can have a conversation and say, hey, I think having a conversation with someone to let them know how you feel, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, but I think
to
it's
call
like,
the police on them, that's a bit much.
It's like nuisance if people can't like reasonably enjoy their stay in their property. Do you know what I mean? So if this woman is basically saying like, I literally can't enjoy living in my own house because of this, then she has a claim.
To call the police though.
I know, it's crazy. Thing is, like, people are busy. It just sounds like Mrs. Bucket. Do you know what I mean?
I just feel like you're a busy
keeping
bee.
up appearances all over.
Just chill out.
Like snooping.
So what does she do every morning? 6 AM she's waking up to listen with the...
And the fact that she's like making notes, like this woman has too much time on her hands.
Like, relax.
I was reading this thing online, I can't remember when, someone was saying how she witnessed one of her neighbours basically do a fender bender thing to her other neighbour and was torn between whether or not she should snitch. Yeah.
Oh
and then
my God.
But then her argument was, if it had happened to me, I'd want to know.
No, true.
So it was, I didn't know, I was just thinking about it the other day. Like, would I snitch? I don't think I would.
I don't think I would.
Honestly, I'm just like...
I just don't get
I just
involved
mind my own business.
Do you know what I mean? If I saw someone being, like, if they're physically being hurt, I would say something.
Yeah.
Like, if my neighbour was, like, domestically, like, abusing my, do you know what I mean, their partner, like, and someone screaming, help, help.
Yeah,
do you know
if it
what I mean?
sounds really serious and you're scared and you don't know what's going to happen next,
I'd call the police. But shouting, I think people are allowed to shout. It's a form of expression,
Yeah,
honestly. It's
sometimes
like
you
you
need
can't
to let it
suppress
out.
people. And she's just had a baby. She must really be like, it's hard adjusting to that life. I think she should be more understanding of that.
Yeah.
And why is she sympathetic towards the partner suddenly? Why? Because you can't hear his voice. You don't know
what
if
the
he's
partner's,
gaslighting her.
yeah, you don't know what the partner's doing behind closed doors. Nobody really knows what goes on inside a household, and I feel like she's doing the assumption like, oh, the partner's probably the one that's being antagonised and
yeah. You've got too much time on your hands, sis.
Get a life. Yeah, stop watching your neighbours.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, just get a life.
Literally. Busybody. Busybody.
Is she the arsehole?
I think she is.
Same. Guys, if you enjoyed this scenario, please comment below or like even. And if you want to basically...
We're going to tell us any crazy neighbour stories you've had, please, down below.
And if you...
Someone's had a fair share
Oh
of
my God.
stories.
I mean, I've lived in this house for a long time and I can honestly say
I've seen it all.
Honestly, we had some fun times.
Literally. Oh my God, you had so many people die in this area.
I know, really sad. Honestly, we had like quite a few deaths in the last, I'd say, 2 years alone. A lot of like old, like OGs
that have
passed away. God rest their soul.
Amen. Right, anyway guys, thank you guys for watching, and we really appreciate and love all your support. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, comment and like, and let us know. Bye.
Bye guys.